At the end of 2021, the RPG Elite YouTube channel had a whopping 149 subscribers. By the end of the year 2022, that number had risen to 13,476. It was one video that changed everything. But here's the part that the YouTube gurus or even other content creators don't tell you about. Did you see that? Growth slowed way down to this day. And I'll tell you, I learned more in those 3.5 years of grinding it out and being a YouTube content creator than I did in that first 1.5 years where the channel kind of blew up. Hey, what's going on, my elites and geeks and my newcomers to the channel, which I probably got a couple out there because this video is a different kind of video. Now, normally this channel covers tabletop RPGs. That is what I'm into. That's my thing, chicken wing. We're about tabletop RPGs here, but not today, because today is a little bit of a different video. Those of you who've been with me for a few years, you'll know that around this time every year, I do a video where I look back on what I had learned from the previous year and being a content creator here on YouTube, because as of tomorrow, it is year 5, going on year 6, that this YouTube channel has been around. So first, thank you, Lord Jesus, that I have made it this far. I have learned so much. And so in this video today, it's going to be different, because we're not going to be talking about tabletop RPG so much, as I'm going to be talking about the 4 things that I either learned this year, or the things that really crystallized more this year than at any other time in my content creator journey here on YouTube. So let's get down to brass tacks, y'all, and do what we always do here by rolling that transition. I'm going to give you a scenario here. Let's say that every week you go to your local library, you go into one of the extra rooms, you set up in there, and you speak for like 10 to 20 minutes, and 200 to 250 people show up every week without fail. And sometimes it's more, sometimes it's a lot more, sometimes it might be a little bit less, but on the average, let's give you 250 people that show up on a regular basis. Now, some of you would probably freak out because you don't like talking in public. Talking in public is still one of those high fear things that people are afraid of. But if somebody were to tell you that, hey, this is what I do and this is what happens, most people are going to say that's pretty good that you can get that many people to show up every week, right? All right, so let's switch things around. Let's take that 250 number and put it under a YouTube video. Now, all of a sudden, I did horrible. Oh, they didn't get so many views. Okay, stop the press. We need to reframe things, because now what we've done is dehumanized the people who are coming to watch your video. And now we're just looking at them as a metric, when just like they came to you face to face in that hypothetical situation in the library, and you're seeing their faces and their eyeballs, just because you can't see their faces and eyeballs on YouTube, it doesn't mean that they're still not human, because in both situations, folks, you're vying for the same thing: attention. But you need to do a reframe and think of these as people. Views are people, folks. They represent people. But it's 200, somebody came to see you 250 times. Okay, Well, that's your opportunity to impact them. So the moral of the story here is we really need to stop calling hundreds of people low views. I mean, you need to look at views as what they are. People. And if it's 250 separate eyeballs, folks, that's a good clip. Reframe and think differently, because 200 views are not low views. 200 views are 200 people. And you can make an impact with just 200 people. Think differently. This next lesson was really driven home like yesterday. It really came and kind of like hit me in the face. And it's going to hit you in the face if you are wanting to have a YouTube channel. Oh, trust me on this, because of something that dropped yesterday from YouTube. I'll get to that in a second. But here's the lesson. The lesson is this: you really need to make YouTube a part of something bigger. You need to make it a part of something bigger. I say it like this: YouTube is a part of my business. It is not my business. So just because you see me on here every week, that doesn't mean that this is the only thing I'm doing. I'm doing several other things because I have a business that has a whole bunch of different branches. Like there's 463 Media, which is the foundation. You got the RPG Elite Network. Then you've got a whole bunch of other places that branches off. You got this main channel right here, RPG Elite. You've got my Elite division, which is my YouTube memberships. You've got my Substack, which is my solo RPG Chronicles. You've got my Amazon and my Amazon influencer program, and then the affiliate marketing over there and in other places as well. And then I've got other things that I plan on doing in the future, like courses and games. It's a part of something much bigger. Now, this is, like I said, something dropped yesterday from YouTube, and it was that they're making it harder for you to get into what's called their YouTube Partner Program. So now it's going to be more difficult to earn money from ads. And it's hard anyway, because you've got to count on views. And that is why you really shouldn't count on views unless you're doing a particular kind of content. And you really shouldn't count on views even then. You should always diversify. This is business 101. Always diversify. Now, you should have a YouTube channel, because YouTube is absolutely awesome in two areas: discoverability and distribution. I mean, it is pretty much the king of that. And any business that doesn't have a YouTube channel is really, really missing out. But you don't need like 5 million views or anything. You just need to know how YouTube is going to work in your business ecosphere. It doesn't need to be the end all for everything. It needs to serve the bigger purpose of your business, which goes to the question, what is the purpose of your YouTube channel? You know, there's so many people who get on YouTube and they have no idea why they're on YouTube, besides the fact that maybe they think that, oh, this is easy. You know, I'll just get on YouTube, I'll get views, I'll get famous and blah, 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 until they get on YouTube and they start doing stuff. And then they find out, oh my gosh, this is real work. Yeah, it is. This is real work. But besides that, why are you here? Because I'm going to tell you something. If you don't have purpose in doing this, when things slow down like they did for me, you will quit, because you don't have any underlying purpose. You don't have a why. But when you have a why, that will be the impetus to keep you going. This next lesson really was something I pressed into in this last year, and that was to keep experimenting even when things are working. Reinvent yourself, because just like YouTube dropped that announcement yesterday, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how that's going to affect you. They've changed how the algorithm works, which is more on AI now. So things always are changing. And so you need to change with it. And so that means that you need to experiment, right? And it should have a purpose. Don't just do stuff and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep doing this until I blow up. No, do it so that you can keep refining your system. You should have a system in place that you're doing for YouTube. And this is something I learned quite a while ago. But this experimenting, there's some things I experimented with, like when I first did it, started YouTube, and then I did away with it. And now I brought some things back, but I brought them back in a different way. I mean, it's always just keep experimenting with this, keep experimenting with that. You never know when you might hit something. And even when you do hit something, then keep experimenting anyway. Refine that system to where it's well oiled. And even if you're not there, you could probably train somebody to do it and it would keep going. And it will work for what you are doing in particular. Now, what I am not saying is that you should mess with your mission. Never mess with your mission. As a matter of fact, be stubborn with your mission, but be flexible with your methods. This last lesson is the biggest one for me personally, but it really should be something that every single content creator on YouTube should be thinking about. I don't care what age that you are. You think about it more as you get older, but it doesn't mean that you don't need to be thinking about it when you are young either, because that's just foolish. Get a head start on this. And that is build something that outlives the upload. This is basically defined in one word: legacy. Build a legacy. You know, today is my 511th video, and that's a big library. That's a big library of stuff that I can leave a legacy, not just for random strangers online, but more so for my family. I've actually built something major. And when I leave here, I can still be talking to them. I can still be with them. I can still tell them about this great hobby. And this is not even counting all the other stuff that I've done for like sermons, good googly moogly. I've done so much stuff there. The stuff that I've written, the books that I've written, legacy, y'all. This is, YouTube is just a part of your legacy. Now for me, like I said, in particular, it's very important because when my parents passed, and they're both gone, so you're looking at an orphan here, didn't leave much of a legacy at all. I think I have maybe a couple of photo albums, and there's some pictures in there that I have no context for because they never told me anything about it. So I'm pretty much hit. No legacy there. I don't know anything. You know, my grandmother has passed, and my mom passed, and my dad passed, stepdad passed, and yeah, you're looking at somebody who's lost, that had a lot of loss, and not a lot of legacy to kind of build on top of. The legacy that I have built so far in the time that I've been here far outweighs anything that all of them did combined. And I'm not saying that to brag, but it was something that I determined to do. And YouTube is about that for me and for many content creators who get it. It's not about just me. It's about those who we impact, family, friends, and just people like you who follow and support us. I mean, look at this, man. Films from who knows how many years ago, Gen Z and millennials and even alphas and all the rest, they're finding out about Casablanca for crying out loud. They weren't even thought of, neither was I, but they weren't even thought of when that came out. And now, because of the blessing of technology and film and stuff, we can find out more about that. You ever hear of this guy named J.R.R. Tolkien? Yeah, he's still talking to people. He just wrote a whole bunch of books. And they've made scores of things about it, films, animated films, and, probably the greatest trilogy of all time when it comes to live action films, still impacting and affecting people to this day. And that dude has been gone for 50 years. And it was before that he had, so what is that, 2 generations or something like that? Still talking 2 generations later. Legacy. It's so much of a big deal, and YouTube should be a part of yours. And that's, for me, that was the biggest thing for me that I thought of a lot in this past year. Those are the 4 lessons of this past year and being here on YouTube. 5 years, y'all, going on year 6. And God willing, this year coming up is going to be something else. Because I tell you, the legacy, the number one legacy that I want to leave behind is to glorify my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And this YouTube channel is all about that. So if anything in this video today helped you out at all, maybe made you think, you got something out of it, do a brother a solid if you could, please, and go ahead and tap that like button. We're just going to tap it today. Just tap the like button for a brother. Also, if you don't know anything about tabletop RPGs and you just happen to come upon this video, I highly encourage you to stay here and learn more about tabletop RPGs, because I am a tabletop RPG evangelist, and I'm going to tell you, tabletop RPGs have power. There is power in them. And trust me on this. There are people who've been playing tabletop RPGs for decades and they still don't know that, because, well, they don't think too deeply about anything. But if you're here at RPG Elite, that means that you want to think a little bit more deeply about these things, maybe. But I'm going to show you a side of tabletop RPGs that nobody else is talking about. So just stick around, man. If you want to stick around for a little bit, then hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Trust me, you're going to learn a little something. All right, this is where we get to the part of the video where we have the question of the vid. I gave you 4 lessons today, 4 lessons. So which one of these 4 lessons spoke to you the most? Because if you made it this far in the video, then you're serious about this. So maybe you just started your YouTube channel, or maybe you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or maybe you even had one for a little while, but you've made it this far. So out of those 4 lessons, which one spoke to you the most? Which one do you think is going to help you the most in your YouTube journey? Let's mix it up down in the comments below. Let me know. I do read those, y'all, and if it's something good, I might even put a little something on there, something like that. I might even respond. It just depends. But y'all, hey, I already told you what I'm doing, so the brother is busy, so I'm not ignoring you guys if I don't do anything, right? All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for me, and that means that a brother's got to do is snag a puss.
So exit, stage left.
Hey, we getting back to the tabletop RPG thing. So if you are going to be playing a tabletop RPG this week, then happy gaming. I pray it is an RPG Elite session. Also, if you are going to go in this YouTube thing, and God bless you, man, because I'm telling you, it's a journey, and you can learn an awful lot from this, and you can really make an impact in people's lives. And that's the part that I have enjoyed the most. So I'll be here next week, God willing, but your boy servant has got to go. Peace. 5,000 elites. Watch this video right here. And me, I'm gone.